position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Steps away. Oh, he's going to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Oh, he missed it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The short hands, it's Wingo. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams in the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas. When you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers making those big...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Touchdown, Longhorn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. And they scoop it up in the end zone. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
At the 39, and your Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Manning. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it. And he's into
just to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Wide open spaces. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. To the air, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 40. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him! Makes the catch, it's Bennett. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Using his feet. Turning on the Jets. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Manning. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Bringing the heat. Trying to set up the screen. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. The Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution.
Turning it on. He's loose. Attack. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Sellers. He's going for it all. He's got it on the right. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll call for the fair catch here. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The kick is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now. He's put his...
Breaks into the open. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now the toss. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quarterback extends the play. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over the Gloopers. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'll try to get it through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Lots of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He'll keep it himself. Runs. Oh, ball's out. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, game's...
There he goes. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. There he goes. Touchdown Longhorn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Kickoff unit on the downfield, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The first play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Back to pass. It's Sellers. He makes a grab. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Forced out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Moore. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. The offense changing the play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Dances away. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Ripping through the defense. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive...
Gonna take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He wants it all. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Number 3.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Snap in the shotgun. It's incomplete as the two-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible